Hello, my beautiful planty people, and how are you doing today? I hope you're great. I am doing well, with one exception. I made the mistake of eating one of my children's Easter candy, and as I bit down, the regret instantly hit me because I chewed a giant hole in my cheek. And I will tell you, I happened to be filming at the time, and Jordan was with me. I'm like, just cut the camera, just cut the camera. It's gonna die. It was a big old dramatic scene anyways. So that's the drama for the week. I have a giant hole. So if I stop and go, it's probably just because I bit it again. Because now it's this like, you know, swollen little flap of, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's gross. Anyway. Oh, I feel like it's been a while since I've sat down and just talked to you guys. And I also feel like it's been a while since I've done a plant haul. Yay! So I got 3 new plants that I want to show you. And then after I show you those plants, then we're going to go ahead and switch up some stuff in my greenhouse because, not my greenhouse, my cabinet. Because it's getting a little crowded in there and some things need to get rearranged and I feel like it just needs a little bit of a switcheroo, you know? Anyways, so that's what we're doing today. For those of you who are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Nikki. This is my channel, Plants, Pots, and Whatnots. And for my gluttons for punishment who just keep coming back for more, my GFPs, my people. I love you so much. Thank you. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into the plant haul. Okay, I am so excited for this. One of these plants has been on my wish list for a while. One of these plants I didn't think I'd get a hold of ever. And the last plant, the third plant, is one that I just never got. And for some reason over the last couple months, I'm like, I want one of those. Like everybody has this plant, but I don't. So now I do. Okay. So let's start with the first plant. So this first plant, I did a trade with a friend slash subscriber of mine named Amanda. She is lovely. We have been trying to work out this trade for like a year, and either I get busy or she gets busy. We just couldn't connect on anything. So anyway, finally, she's like, Nikki, I am down close to your way, you know, on the weekend. I'm like, yes, let's do it. Let's finally do it. And so we did. And she showed up. And this is the first plant. It is tiny, but here it is. Can you tell what it is without me saying anything? Probably not. It's quite small, but it is a Philodendron Ring of Fire. She's just a little guy. So this was a plant of Amanda's, and she was just kind of like at the point with it where she was like, meh, I'm over it. And she's like, do you want it? And I was like, absolutely. So we decided to do the trade for the plant that she wanted for me, and it worked out magnificently. So this is what this plant looks like if you've never seen one before when they do get mature, and I cannot wait. I have been pining for this plant for quite some time. They are beautiful. Their leaf shape is very unique. I don't have one, I don't believe, that has a leaf shape quite like this. They're, as you can see, they're quite long and you know, zigzaggy. I'm sure there's an actual botanical term for that. I don't know it. Anyway, zigzaggy. So that is the first plant that I am super, super happy to have. And I've got it in my greenhouse upstairs here, which I actually just switched the lights out on finally. So yay, I have no more blurple lights in my dining room, which, let me tell you, looks so much better. Not that that's a big shock to anyone, because if we're gonna be real about it, blurple lights don't look good in anybody's decor. It's not like, ooh, I love that shade of blurple lights in your dining. Like it's not a thing. So anyway, right. So I switched the lights out. I mean, all behind you there that you can't see is just a completely, totally different space It's crazy. I'm just looking at it and I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. You know, every now and then it's nice to switch up your decor or your colors, or, you know, paint a wall or something. You know, your home is a place that you spend a lot of your time, especially in the current times that we're in. And especially if you're a YouTuber, which, I mean, basically that's what I do. I spend all of my time at home, you know, between my family, filming, editing, and COVID. Don't leave the house. So I want it to be a place that I want to be in, and I will tell you, it is quickly turning into an amazing, amazing space, and I am in love with it. Anyway, I will stop going on about that. If you want to see that whole transformation, check out my second channel, The Cheapo Chateau. I will link it in the description below. So if you like decor, decor on a budget, rental-friendly decor, organizing, cleaning, those sorts of things, then go ahead and check that channel out. It is still new. It is in its infancy, and I have already crapped the bed and missed my upload on Sunday. But, you know, it was Easter. The kids were here. We did the egg hunt because you're never too old to hunt for eggs, and wow, am I rambling. Okay, let's move on to plant number 2. Okay. This plant is a plant that I got from my sweet friend Kristen at Sweet Life Flora here in Ontario, Canada. And I saw that she had this. This is her first restock back since the winter. And I saw this plant and I was like, yes, I am grabbing one of those, because this plant has a very unique leaf shape, a very beautiful variegation pattern, and I don't have anything that quite looks like this. So when I saw it on her channel, when I saw it on her site, I had to grab it. And that is this guy. So this is a Philodendron golden dragon, I think. Anyway, they have like a mottled, might be a little hard to see on camera, but they have like a mottled variegation. And they have this really, really cool leaf shape. I'm not sure the cross or what exactly this is, but I think they also are referred to as an African mask. Now that might be like just the plain green one. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. This particular variety is quite new to me. So if any of you guys know, please go ahead and throw it down in the comments and let me know. Honestly, I haven't like looked it up or anything. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I'll let you guys tell me. It sounds easier. Anyway, really pretty plant, very, very cool leaf shape, and I'm very excited to have this in my collection, and I'm very excited that Kristen at Sweet Life Flora is reopened for the spring. Guys, there have been so many restocks just in the last week. I kind of just want to buy a plant from all of them, but realistically speaking, YouTube isn't super lucrative, do you know? Anyway, super love this plant. So happy to have it in my collection. It does have a new little leaf down here on the way, if you can see it inside the sheath there. There it is. So I'm really excited to see that one. It is in moss currently. I'm just letting it acclimate for a little while. It sits right on the shelf behind me, actually right there. And it's right by my new Elec Homes humidifier, which I am obsessed about. There have been a few questions asking me what the humidifier is. I did let you know in that video last Friday, but it is linked in my Amazon storefront if you are interested. So there you go. Anyway, so that is my second plant, my Philodendron golden dragon. Kind of does look like a dragon head, doesn't it? I'm sure that's where it gets its name from. Good job, Nicki. Okay, the third and last plant that I want to show you, like I said, this is one that like everybody has. And when I tell people like, hey, can you look out for this plant because I don't have it, they're like, what? And I'm like, I don't know, okay? I don't know. It's just not one that I ever picked up. And this guy is just a tiny little seedling. When Amanda was on her way over to do our plant trade, she stopped at Kim's Nature, which is a cute little plant shop here in Ontario. It's about an hour away from me. They have a lot of bonsai, common house plants, succulents, cacti. But just in the last few years, they've been really getting into some of the more uncommon varieties. And this one is no exception. It is more on the common side of this particular genus. Anyway, I'll just show you what it is. So it is this adorable little baby Anthurium crystallinum. Just a plain old crystallinum. Now I do have a silver blush, but the leaf shape is a little different. They're a lot more silvery, and I just like the look of the mature crystallinum. So when Amanda sent me a picture, she's like, oh, look what they've got. I'm like, holy crap, can you just pick me up one? 60 bucks. That's a pretty good price. Anyway, here in Canada, anyway, that's a good price. Anyway, so there it is. It's super adorable. Look at those little leaves. Oh, it's just too cute. So this guy I am likely going to put in my cabinet just to keep the humidity a little higher. And the import magnificum that I that I got quite a few months ago now is growing like a weed in that cabinet, the living wall cabinet. And so I thought I'll just put this one in there too, because I'm sure it will do just as well. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so that is my third plant, my adorable little Anthurium crystallinum baby. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to my cabinet. Not that this is going to come as a surprise, because I'm going to look entirely different in this clip. This clip I did film last week, but I'm going to throw it in into this week because last week's video was just way too long. So yeah, let's go ahead and check that out. So if you saw last Friday's video, I'm basically just picking up the same day, same clothes, same hair. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing those plants. I was super excited. Super excited. Anyway, so today we've got to deal with this. So a bunch of these plants need to be watered, number one. Number two, we need to move some things around so that we can find a place for the gigas. Last week we took out that snowdrift. She needs a new pot and a home. Yeah, so we're just going to do some switcherooing. We're going to do some switcherooing. I'm not really sure of what yet. I think now that the concern always is that this bottom part doesn't get a whole lot of light. So these LEDs that I have in here, although they kind of look carnival-esque, actually serve a purpose. They're giving light to these bottom plants. I've had it off for the last couple days, last couple weeks actually, because that snowdrift was leaning up against it. It was actually burning hole in the leaves of the plant, and we don't want that. So now that that's out, I can go ahead and turn those back on. So this down here will get more light. But we have some serious moving around to do today, and I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit of a struggle. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and take the ones out that need to be watered, water them, and then I'll come back with you and we'll try to figure it out. Okay. Yeah, now I'm overheating. So we got them all watered. As I'm putting them back in here, I'll just kind of show you guys little growth updates so you can kind of see them one at a time instead of all crammed into one area. I find that when you take one plant away from wherever it's sitting, you always have a better appreciation for it. And I find they always look so much bigger. Like this guy, when he was sitting in there surrounded by all these big plants, he didn't look as big, but now that he's out, look how beautiful. So this is my melanochrysum, one of them. And it's doing so well. The last few leaves that it's put out, as you can see, are completely damage free. Look at that. I haven't had to help any of them out. Aww. And that's been lovely. So as far as he goes, I think I'm going to put him right back where he was. And that was kind of like nooked right in here. think I have a little spot where I had the hook. Oh, I think that's a little high. Hold on. Oh, there it is. There's the little hole. Okay. I think that's a good spot for him. He seemed to enjoy it. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? I think that looks nice. Okay. You can go up there. Go up there somewhere. Okay. Okay. Next plant. So I wanted to get all of the big plants in first because it's easier to throw the little plants in and around it. Now this has some history. If you've been around a while, you know that this poor queen has been through it. So we finally gotten her to a point where she's better. This leaf is looking a little rough, and she's got another one that would have been huge. However, I screwed up watering. Turns out that she doesn't like to get even like 50% dry, I would say. So I've made sure that I've kept up on the watering. I know the error of my ways now, and I am not going to make that mistake again, because this leaf would have been stunning. And I mean, it's still pretty stunning anyways, but it would have been even more stunning. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I think this one's going to go back where she was, because it's a good, like, so she was right here where it doesn't get like a super ton of light, but it's not super dark either. It's a nice, like, happy medium, and she was good there. So we're going to go ahead and put her back right there. Okay. Next plant. So this is the next plant. This is my variegated Philodendron billeti. And look at these leaves. Oh, they're so pretty. So if you recall, girl and I have been on quite a journey together. She decided she didn't want to be variegated anymore. So we had a very stressful haircut situation, and to my absolute delight, she grew back as variegated as ever. She even took it a little step further and put out a completely yellow leaf, which I believe this newest one is also probably going to be all yellow. There is no signs of any variegation on it, but that's totally fine, because the leaf before this was this one and it was variegated. So if she just alternates like that, I'm totally down for that. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update on her. She's looking fantastic. You know what? Her as well, I think we'll put back in the same spot. I think it's more the little ones. And then we're going to have to figure out a spot for... You all right in there? There we go. She still sits a little sideways, but that's okay. The problem with this spot is that it's... I pulled a bonehead move when I put this pot in. Not even thinking, I twisted it too far that way. So when you put a plant in, it kind of like points toward the side of the cabinet. But, you know, learning. We learned. I learned not to do that when I make my next one. I wonder if my esqueleto might be good in there. Hold on. Okay. This might work. I don't know. We'll see. Right, update. So I got this one in a plant trade last year with my friend Cammie. And this little guy came all the way across the country, right from BC to Ontario. And this guy made me quite nervous at first. It had grown a couple leaves, and then we got this. So I freaked. Anyway, but the last leaf is this beautiful one. And it's looking good again. And there's signs of a new leaf on the way. So very happy about that. And I was thinking this could go in here. It fits. Okay. Okay, so let me pull off this hook because it won't need that. So my background, if you haven't seen the video where I made this cabinet, the background is spray foam, just covered in spag moss, cocoa fiber, and some cocoa bark. If I can get this out of here. Oh boy, you're in there. And wrapped around the sphagnum moss. Oh, there we go. Okay. So anyways, I just use these little S hooks. You can get them on Amazon. And, oh, now I'm covered in spag moss. Story of my life. So all the pots that I'm using, all the pots that I'm using are plastic. So some of them have holes, like these ones had little air ventilation holes around the top. So I just kind of made one a little bigger and then popped the hook in there. And then they can actually, like, you can just push them down into the foam. Works like a charm. It just gives you the ability to, like, put plants in places that you didn't have, like, designated spots for. If that makes sense. So yeah, I think we're going to put her right here. She's going to get more light here, which is good. You in there all right? There. I think that looks pretty good there. Okay. Okay. What did I have? Oh, that was here. Maybe the gigas can go there. Let me grab the gigas. Okay. So I poked a little hole right here, and then I'm just going to take this hook and voila, just like that. So what if we put this one like here-ish? Oh, work for me, will you? There, and she kind of dangles. And hopefully she will grow a little bit more upright. She looks a little gangly and weird right now, but she's got potential. She's got potential. Okay. What else do I have over there? Ooh, let's throw in the new plants. Okay. I brought over my two little anthuriums. So there is the crystallinum that you guys saw me haul. And there is the magnificum. This is the one that I got. It was at import that a group of my friends and I went in on. And it's doing really well. It hasn't lost a leaf, which is super cool. That's the previous leaf there. And that's her newest one. And then, of course, there's this adorable little baby. Okay. So, this spot always has kind of bothered me because it's so bare. But I'm wondering if it might be too bright there. Let's go ahead and try it. If it turns out that she starts bleaching and stuff, we can always move her. Okay. I'm gonna sit this one down first. Okay. So we'll try to get it down maybe a little lower. Right there. That's perfect. I've kind of given up on the, at first I was like trying to get all the spag moss lying around so it looked like there wasn't pots there. I gave up on that. Every time I would take one out or move it around, not most of it actually, but some would like fall inevitably on the floor, on the plants below, and I'm over it. So, but the anthuriums, I do wrap a little bit of sphagnum moss around the base of the plant before it meets the soil. It encourages more growth. I've started doing that. They're still in soil, but they just have the spag moss around them, and it works. I've seen other people do it, and I'm like, it can't be that good. No, it is. It works. So that one's on me. All right. Now this little cutie, I think I'm going to move him up a little higher. Right. Do I want that high? Let's back further a little bit. That looks good right there. Shift. There we go. And then we have this adorable variegated epipenoides. Yeah. That I thought we could stick in right behind here. So let me see if I can maneuver that in there. Oh boy. There we go. And then maybe he can kind of... Ooh. Yes, girl. This one we can twist a little. We'll see how that does right there. See if it needs more light. I love the variegation on this plant. That is stunning. It's like, it's got like that Cebu blue color, but with this creamy variegation. Really like it. Well, I'm a little worried it's going to get too much light right there. What about there? We'll see how that works. There we go. We kind of switched it up a little bit. Yeah. I'll just keep an eye on it and see how it goes. It's a game of trying things, seeing what works and what doesn't. So we'll keep a close eye on this, and I'll let you know if I end up making any changes. I don't know how it got so hot in this house. It's actually really cold outside today. I'm so warm. So warm. So I'm going to go have a drink with some ice cubes in it. And I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Little haul slash update, change around sort of situation. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below. It really helps me out, and leave a comment. What would you have put in here? What would you have switched around? What should have I done different? Or do you like it exactly how I have it? That would be the best possible answer, but I'll leave it up to you guys. Okay. Well, I would like to thank all of you so much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. If you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so. It is a huge help for my channel, and I personally very much appreciate it. If you're still here, oh my goodness, we haven't done an emoji challenge in forever. I know, I don't think we've done this. We're gonna try it. I want you to put your favorite emoji down in the description. No, not in the description. That's my area. I want you to put your favorite emoji in the comment section. If you feel like telling me more like why that's your favorite emoji, that would be cool too. But I will be fine with just the emoji. I think that's kind of fun and exciting, and tells me what emojis you guys use. I mean, I use the little heart smiley emoji, not like just the heart, but you know, like the emoji smiley face with all the hearts around it. I use that one a lot. Like if you look in my comment section, when I reply, I'm like, I use that all the time. And the laughing emoji. Those are probably the two that I use most often. Anyway, totally rambling. I'm really sweaty. I need to go eat ice or something. So I'm gonna go do that. I will wrap this up. I hope you all have an amazing and wonderful day, night, week, month, and year. I love you all to bitty bits, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!